pickoffs, you actually do make it chaotic. You stagger the formation. The Kaja, that's why it was banned out by RRQ in the second phase, if you guys remember, game 1.
That's why, the classical Chaos Derby.
It's a new version
The new
right
version.
here. But now the Fanny, the Yi, banned once more. Going with that solution they found in game number 2. Coach Age trying to replicate the same kind of success, but for RRQ, immediately the link.
Always on the way.
Now, are they gonna let go of the... Oh, hang on a minute. With Evos banning with the Mathilda as well. So what is taking precedent in first phase? In the first pick for Evos, with the Mathilda that was so hotly contested, it was even banned by RRQ in game 2. It's banned by them.
Exactly, that's why this third drafting phase is a lot more interesting than before. Presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy A55, A35 5G. It turns out their choice is Phoveus. So Evos with the lane being banned out. Do they go for the Edith that they found success on earlier on? The Flex, they still stick with that. But RRQ now, do they still want to go for the Arlets and Nolan?
Oh, Arlet and Nolan. Now with the Ling in the picture, in theory, it's alright. But, yeah, the Fanny is also banned as well. All of these pesky, long-range mobility heroes like the Ling and the Fanny, it's not in the picture any longer. So maybe the Nolan is that important, but they snatch away the Faramis, and that's the signature Ruby, the flex potential as well. But this is a Valentina pick for sure for Evo's Glory. Then they could go for... Yeah, Valentina for sure. The other pick probably... I think picking up a pick for Annabelle would be safe too here early on. Maybe a Nolan for them. Right, the Nolan picked up by Annabelle might work here, but is this RRQ hinting at going for something like the Roger that has been so successful in the hands of Zertsujin? Now with the Luo Yi that was banned in the second phase by Evos themselves. Back in the mix. Now it's getting a bit interesting. Evos won't be able to match the Nether Realm. They're gonna have that macro advantage. But look at the Joy! Wait, what is going on right here?
Joy? Jungle?
Yeah, it should be jungle. No way goes gold lane, right? Joy EXP, the throwback? Oh, the throwback to M4. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think it should just be the Joy in the jungle here with the Nolan matchup, yeah. Agreed. I mean, we have to go really far back if you're really trying to theorize, you know, where these heroes are gonna go. We haven't seen the Joy and the Loyi alone for quite a while at this point.
So with that being said, does the Joy still have that same pressure that it used to have? I mean, with all the changes and all the nerfs to the Joy.
So now you're not immune to card control, but you are immune to slows technically. On the side of Evos here, there are two solid card control tools, but we've seen that with the right mindset, I guess, with the right backup, Fabian, I think, pulled up his Joy once. Yeah, I do not remember against which team though. Yeah, but he did play the Joy once this season. RRQ Hoshi, I think this time it's good to get rid of the Kaja, because the Kaja Loyi would be even scarier than what we saw previously in game 2. The Kaja in itself was already super scary. Kaja Loyi, I think this was brought up by TLID actually last season when they were still called Aura. It was Yaoi and in the mid lane, he has skill. Yeah, a Loyi combo with the Kaja, Loyi with Tigreal. Let's see. Oh, it's actually going to be the Minotaur ban. So they'll leave the Kaja open, I'm guessing, because they already have a Ruby. So trying to deal with the Kaja through the Ruby pick. But still, I'd say with the Loyi, this is a dangerous pick to be left open like this. Yeah, it's definitely good synergy. And you have to remember that back when it was initially shown in FPLID, Loyi Kaja was a thing that Rebellion was very fond of bringing out, was using with Audi CS's great pickoff style. Now with the Claude banned away though, seems like Evos are certain that they want something good, something AoE based for Skylar right here. But the Claude though, banned away, Mirko. Is it that important? I think it's because they have a Loyi. They want to be very fast with it, and Claude is very, very safe when it comes to escaping, right? That battle mirror image gets you out real quick, quicker than even a Moskov. So in this particular situation, I'd say that's a pretty good ban. Well, okay. Let's wait and see here. The first pick in the second phase for RRQ. I think card control in theory should be what they're looking for. Bit of survivability as well. So now there's still flex potential here between the Gato Kacha and the Ruby. But for Evos, they're going to be forced to expose the whole hand right here, right now. It's a very mid-game, mid-range, close-range oriented team fight. I feel like more damage would really serve them well. But like you mentioned, Mirko, the pickup potential is what they're able to use to really pressure RRQ, even though in theory, RRQ could have really matched it as well.
So what's the choice here for Dreams? Assuming that Edith is going to the hands of Psychots. You mentioned the Kaja.
Yep.
There's a Franco. Oh, there it is. Harith. Okay, Harith in the gold lane. And then the Akai.
Wow. Whoa. Interesting. The heavy spin for the neutral objective play, the ability to scatter everyone and push them away perhaps from the Netherrealm. You can see the idea, but Lo Yi Akai?
Yeah.
What's the idea there? You teleport and pin 4 members with a hurricane, with the heavy spin? That feels so idealistic.
There's a lot of room for error for sure. If that's the combination that they're thinking. And RRQ close things off with a Moskov.
We did see the Akai last time actually picked by Evos Glory as well. It was up against a Jawhead. That one makes sense, right? You want to try to disengage from that Jawhead initiation, from the Jawhead pickoffs as well. But the Akai here, I understand it against the Faramis and the Lo Yi. I guess we'll just have to see how it plays. It gets played here by Evos Glory. Dreams, very good on the Akai. Mr. Kaon, still full smiles.
That's good. That's a good sign.
Well,
right?
It is.
Right, guys?
The lineup rating, though, hey, it still favors Evos. I think all 3 games it has favored the side of Evos, but we've seen already from game number 1 that it's not a thing. It's not a surefire deal. EXP Gatot, though. Wow. Let's go. That's the dangerous, high damage survivability style that Tyrant just loves.
One hand on a cliff,
5 seconds
and the other
enemy
already
reaches
in
the
mid-air.
battlefield.
The
Smash
final
them.
breath for Evos. If they still want to make their playoff run, their playoff dream live.
Welcome
Here we are,
to
ladies and
Mobile
gentlemen, for the
Legends.
final game in the classical derby between Evos Glory and Rex Regum Kaon.
Let's see it here, folks. Will Evos Glory still be able to keep that dream, though it's far from reach, alive? Or will RRQ take it away from them, snatching it away from their corpse as they take them down this game? 1-1, best of 1. It comes down to this game.
Looking at the respect right here, Nadco and Skylar both running the Purify, but so does Rins being on that Faramis. That's gonna be a fully stuck together actually for Dreams on the Akai. Weapon mastery for Harith, so they do expect that this game might go a bit later into the late game.
Sutsujin?
Yes?
The emblem?
Oh, Sutsujin with the temporal rain there. Getting more cooldown reduction when you use your ultimate. In theory, it works well for the Joy, right? You pop the electrifying beats and you get more mobility tools. Just jump in there, do some damage. But look at this.
Sutsujin actually missing out there because Dreams flickered out, so he's unable to get the reset to go for the rhythm. But for the electrifying beats, it's also, an abysmal stat for Annabelle. 0-5 on the Nolong.
Wow. I mean, I think last season we were just talking about how good Annabelle is on this Nolan, but I guess it's a different time and it hasn't really been generous on him either. For both teams, it's still a waiting game, but you can see Edoc on the Ruby. 6 wins, 2 losses. A lot more aggressive here. This pick was available in the previous game, by the way, but RRQ opted for that Gatot Kacha. Now, look at this.
Annabelle starting to turtle up already. Dreams, not level 4 just yet. Edoc, not level 4 either. Sutsujin spotted out Psychots. Able to find him, good headbutt away. Sutsujin with the electrifying beats already and the temporal rain as Avatar comes in. Psychots, or Shadow Flicker, Retribution. Annabelle wins it again. Sutsujin unable to get the Retribution down. Dyran force back. Rin's gonna be knocked up. Now it's Dreams. Looks for a pick. No Purify on Rin's. Early win for the Tigers.
To begin with, RQ didn't have the best of starts either, even if they wanted to go for that contest. Sutsujin was a level below at level 4 as compared to Annabelle, who was at level 5 at the time, and the setup really wasn't there. RQ still went in for the commit for the contest, and now they're the ones falling behind.
They're also forced to show Sutsujin very, very early on. Look at that. I think Sutsujin still get that one? That camp? I believe he did. Not quite so sure. But again, he showed himself so early on right there, and you would usually expect Dyran or Adok to make the first move early on, but look at this.
Heavy spin, pinning him down as well. Psychops rotating over the Earth Shatter.
Oh!
And wow, well played by Dreams using the flicker to get to Rins so that the Netherrealm doesn't get in range of Edok.
Creative use of that heavy spin. Now, RRQ on the back foot, already feeling the pressure, most definitely. 1k gold lead, and unlike game number 1, RRQ have not been able to really farm up with the same efficiency, especially because Annabelle is clearing so much faster here, level 7, but look at this.
The taunt down as well. Annabelle, can he escape from this? Sutsujin reading it out. Unfortunately, unable to get through the wall, gets the electrifying beats down. Edok missing the I'm offended. Uncharacteristic mistakes from RRQ as Evos take control of the game.
Uh-oh. This isn't a great start for RRQ. It looks like Dreams will be pulled back just a little bit. There's no follow-up whatsoever. As we take a look at the audience prediction, 84% for RRQ. So talking about RRQ, Dyran in a 2v1.
As revitalize and gets back to technically just full HP there.
It's a good move for Dyran to just pull away the attention. And right now, I think the eyes are still on the jungle. Annabelle farming so fast, and he's leaving Sutsujin behind. Only ahead by 1 level at this point, but look at the setup for RRQ. They're trying to look for something, but it seems like Evos feel like they can actually match this fighting potential.
Again, still, Sutsujin is a level below of Annabelle. Let's see the setup for RRQ.
Psychots, Earth Shatter Flicker. Did not connect onto anyone. Dyran says Ini Bencana with the emote.
The disaster, for those of you who don't understand the translation. We haven't seen a diversion play. Evos can try and go for something like that, but Edok, ooh.
R2, Dreams walking up with the headbutts of Force already onto Edok now with the Earth Shatter. Connecting early with the Armor. Primal Rat coming down as a taunt is able to stop him now with I'm offended as well, but now it's a heavy spin to bring them all the way back. Edok taken down. Dyran with the Avatar gets out, but it is a win for Evo's Glory. Turtle number 2, as it is going to be traded by a turret in the bottom lane.
Oh, let's see. Skylar is looking for a little bit of a trade in the bottom lane. Still able to get it. So it is a small win for the Kings. But unfortunately for them, Evos gonna be able to strike back with that tier 3 turret in the top side.
I mean, it's a nice move and all, but all things considered, I think Skylar is still behind by about 200 to 300 gold, even after taking down that turret. I have a small, brief recess here with the MPIDX streamer program, looking at Evos' Alyssa.
She doesn't know yet.
No.
Always takes a bit of a,
There's a delay,
couple of moments.
From live. Let's see what. I mean, Evos are winning, so she still looks kind of concerned in a way, you know?
She's using,
As everyone would be.
Oh, let's see. Reaction.
Hi!
when are we going to see Eterna?
She looks nervous. Eterna?
Yeah, we're not going to see Eterna with the MPIDX streamer program.
I don't restream a lot. To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair, but let's go back into the game. Skylar already dealing some damage into the turret there from Evos. And he should be able to get it. So another trade back from RRQ.
Bit of a trade back, and there's no way for Evos to kind of match it on the other side now. So all things considered, Evos has the gold advantage, and yet still it's going to be even trades. But look at this diversion.
Oh my god, wait. Tycut's got on the wrong side of the wall. Oh, they're all seeing Earth Shatter connecting on towards him. Edok getting offended onto 4 with a heavy spin, disengages them. Edok inside of the Netherrealm gets caught, and an Atco will be able to pick up the kill with his Force already placed out as well. Sutsujin walking up, trying to go for it. Atco brought back by the Stampede. Now the electrifying beats onto Psychots. Dyran picking up the kill, and just like that, the Kingdom have arrived. Annabelle Fracture almost getting Skylar and Rins together. The buy one, get one combo, but Dyran is right there to zone him away.
1-for-2 trade, and the Kingdom in the MPL Arena, they go wild. It looks like Dreams will be spotted out here, and he's on a sliver of health, but so is Rins and Dyran.
Good headbutt away. Dyran's going to be taken out by the Fracture. Sutsujin very low, already using the electrifying beats. Evo's Glory have recovered their position around the turtle. This should be a complete 3 perfect turtle for Annabelle. Wow.
No answer from RRQ whatsoever in terms of these neutral objectives. And it looks like when it comes down to the trades as well, there's not much that RRQ have found in return.
That's a crazy development there. The fact that Evos went for the diversion play and it resulted in a massive swing and a momentum to RRQ. And then RRQ greedily going for the neutral objective when they're just so low on HP that they're just in so much danger, particularly Dyron. Now it's back to the waiting game, but Evos definitely have had benefits from this aggressive style that RRQ are displaying. If you take a look at the items, it's only a Blood Wings and the Genius Wand for Sutsujin, so he can do a lot of damage over time though. Skylar, as we mentioned earlier, was behind in gold, but he has caught up actually gaining the advantage right there as we speak, farming in the jungle, but also taking away some of that gold away from Sutsujin though. You have to keep in mind there's limited resources. Diversion though.
Okay. Oh my god, Sutsujin! Dreams of a quicker forward. Good move by Sutsujin. Getting out. That's a whole lot of resources burnt out. Edo missing out the I'm offended. Getting caught by the Yang reaction now. Avatar the Guardian to the back line, but Rin's gonna be caught somehow. How? How did Rin disappear? Dyron isolated all alone, now taken out by Natko and Clockhood. RRQ Hoshi in shambles. Dream spawning out Sutsujin. This is a 2,700 gold lead for Evo's Glory.
What happened?
It was Annabelle. He came in from the sides, caught Rin's lacking immediately. Look at Sutsujin go.
Again, Clockhood forced to flick around. Sutsujin coming in. The damage not enough. Clockhood getting the shielding. Clockhood surviving. And Annabelle getting the lethal ignition as Natko gets dealt with by Rins, who's walking up. Dreams goes in with the headbutt. And now we have some downtime again. But wow.
Arashi, please walk us through what happened in the past minute.
The fact that Rins has the Purify, you can't purify the damage coming in from Annabelle on that Nolan. And that's the buff we're talking about, but look at his avatar from Dyron. Interesting use of the avatar, won't be available. As the Lord is up, the wave on the top side, technically RRQ can go for the cross-map play, but the wave on the top side isn't pushed up. Skylar is grouping together with the team, and now they gotta play it really, really careful here. That Nolan is an absolute menace. With the slow on the fracture, it's a lot more difficult for some of these heroes to get away from it. And look at this. Immediately Evos, as they arrive, take away all that control.
RQ don't have the resources just yet, right? Dyron and Idok both don't have the ultimates up. RQ, they need to buy a little bit more time before they go in for the commitment. But look at Sutsujin and the way that he's pathing right now. Is it possibly? Oh, wait a second.
Annabelle brought back by the Stampede, but they get a turret off of it. Annabelle can just dash out to safety. Evos are getting these small dubs that are building up.
You're doing a great job just pressuring RRQ again and again to stick around. They're the ones dictating the pace, Evos. RRQ, they're playing a lot more reactive right here, and this is not what you normally expect. The reason why RRQ are on the top of the standings is because they've been able to actually play so well when they're ahead, when they're able to find the right kind of game plans that they're looking for from all the way from the drafting phase. Now it's looking different. It's looking like they are not quite sure how to play this. Even when you look at the combo between Dyron and Edok, you don't really know who exactly at this point in time is in charge of opening the map or going for the engage. Both Dyron and Edok have been kind of trading that role back and forth, and that inconsistency can lead to a lot of openings for Evos to take advantage of.
Now it comes down to Evo's Glory really playing with their mid-game power spike. They should be around that mid-game power spike already. And for RRQ, they're still going to have to wait for Skylar to scale up to become a monster. This is looking scary. Evos' window is about to open up.
Oh?
It's a rotational diversion to go straight to the Lord.
Oof. Dyron, able to escape. Edok, revealing some of the members here. Evo's Glory taking control. Annabelle with a BOD already. The onward coming down onto Edok. No full initiation just yet. Psychops knows better to go in. Annabelle actually already losing half his HP. Dyron with the Avatar, Natko with the Holy Crystal already with Zaman Force placed in. Annabelle winning on the retreat battle as he was zoned away. Psychops getting rid of the Netherrealm, and Evo's Glory pulled back. Well played. Clean MLBB from Evo's Glory.
Where has this Evos been the entire playoffs? What was that from Annabelle as well? That shouldn't have been possible. That's a 2-for-0 trade in favor of the White Tigers, and they're not done.
He has the Purify. Zaman Force over. Skylar going to be taken out by Natko from the Harith.
It's way too much damage. The Purify can't save you from that. The Lord comes in through for the side of Evos. That tower on the bottom side is looking kind of low though. It won't fall, unfortunately, for RRQ as Evos begin their counterattack. Now RRQ with no high ground, without any advantages to take advantage of. They're just waiting around to see if they can make an outplay happen, if they can get a catch onto Annabelle, or maybe to Clocken. But in the pure front to back at this point in time, there's just way too much damage, way too much burst damage from the side of Evos for RRQ to even do anything.
Sutsujin, Holy Crystal. Will that make a difference?
Diversion again up top this time. These are some very ambitious diversions from Evos Glory. Some have actually been very sketchy, but overall, I think we go back to the keys of victory. Chaos over Cascute. RRQ Hoshi, they are struggling to go up against a very chaotic composition like this.
Yeah, nothing is really moving in a textbook fashion. Now you can see RRQ trying to find some information. Usually Rince would be in charge here to spam out some spells to try and get that vision. But now it's Edok going in vanilla, but look at this.
Good Earth Shatter to cancel that. That is a tier 2 up top taken down. Evos Glory with the First Lord have taken 3 turrets, tier 2s. The window still open for Evos. This is still within the realm of their power spike.
What about RRQ's power spike? When will that hit? Skylar's already at 3 items, right?
He actually is already on 4 items, even with a Rose Gold, just in case Clocken and Natco get their hands on him. But if that earlier pickoff on the bottom lane is indication of anything, Skylar isn't safe at all. At 14 minutes here, you can see that at least Skylar and Syzygy are level 15. And in fact, from the side of Evos, only Annabelle is level 15. So there are moments available, but look at this.
Dreams all alone. He does have the pin down. Psychon to the onward. Now directly to be pinned down and bursted out. Good Netherrealm to save him. Syzygy in the midst of it all, jumping in with Avatar Clocken. Trying to survive. Syzygy getting the elimination as Natco jumps in back and forth with the Demand Force. Now it's Syzygy knocked up and Annabelle with the assassination. Natco picks up a double. Evos Glory get the winning fight. It's 2 for 1 in favor of Evos.
Oh no. 2 for 1 trade. RRQ still going to be able to clear out that top lane. But in the grand scheme of things, Evos will be able to set up for this next Lord first. They will be able to get to the neutral objective first. And if we take a look at the fun fact from Gopay earlier on, EXP Gatot Kacha, 4th time it's been used throughout the MPL regions. Still sitting at a 0% win rate, by the way. So the odds are against RRQ, even here.
This isn't working the same way that RRQ would like to have it. Now it's back to that survival mindset. And earlier, I believe Rince got taken out as well.
Yeah.
Might have came back with the passive, so it's actually a 3 for 1 for the side of Evos. The fact that Syzygy is left so far alone, in theory there are combos here. The ammo pendant into the electrifying beats from Syzygy can do a lot of damage, but so far, Evos just has not been allowing it. That heavy spin actually is just doing so much work here to just throw the formation of RRQ into chaos.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is a do-or-die game. Evos, the White Tigers, the last breath, but look at Dreams!
Dreams, that might have been a mistake, brother. Avatar cancelled by the heavy spin, but Dreams will lose his immortality. Natco with his Demand Force now, jumping back and forth with the Chrono Dash and the Synchro Vision, but now, even with the Purify, gets a lot of shielding. Natco versus a World Edok will be taken very low. A Spear of Destruction as Syzygy gets rid of Annabelle, but Skylar is not able to survive. The Lord gets a swing at him. Clockwood taking a base turret in the mid lane down. Syzygy still surviving. The Kings are holding on to their castle, to their safe haven. 2 base turrets.
And luckily for them, luckily for RRQ, these are the base turrets that are on the... Oh wait, no, it's luckily for Evos. It's on the opposite side. Can RRQ still survive?
I'm offended coming down. Natco, that is a mistake, but Natco goes in and down with the outplay! Natco on the Hereth is an absolute beast of a monster!
The base!
Goes in, that's another kill over to Syzygy, who buys the winner crown, but Evos Glory! They keep their playoff dreams alive! They shatter the win streak! They beat the Kings!
This was a battle between heaven and earth. Everything was on the line for the White Tigers. And they have done it! They reverse sweeps the Kings of Kings, #1 on the standings as #9. RRQ thought that today was the day that they tame the beast once again. But this time around, Evos show otherwise.
Who would have expected this outcome? Who other than Papulong, the visionary? He somehow knew. 2-1 for Evos. Not able to win against anyone on the longest lose streak. With everything looking so dire, they pull up an upset against #1, against a team that is being hyped up to